Have a good day, Cole Nation. Thank you for joining us again.
Thank you for coming on the podcast.
Hi, welcome back to Culture. We start. Hi, welcome back to Culture, the show about South and everything else. I'm your host, Natalie, and today we're talking about the TikTok ban. So what was your guys' initial reaction when it got banned? Because I know everybody had their own way of coping, I guess.
So I think my reaction was definitely like, I knew it was coming, but I didn't actually like believe it. And I think that's only because like this has happened like plenty times before. So like,
Yeah.
I mean, how can you believe something if it already happened and
It was,
like didn't
it
actually
seemed
follow
unreal
through?
for so long.
Yes, I literally switched to YouTube the second that it got banned because I was so desperate and I had nothing to do.
Yeah, like, I mean, I didn't really care that much because I went like a long period of time without having TikTok, like back then. And then now it's like, it was only gone for like, what, a couple of hours?
Yeah.
So like, I wasn't really like depressed about it like most people were. But yeah, like Jasmine, like I just went back to like YouTube and Instagram and stuff and just kind of stood on there for until it got unbanned, I guess you can say.
I was desperate and went on Twitter. And I had to look up the type of videos I like. And so I just kept scrolling and scrolling.
You had to
and
work
scrolling.
for that content.
Worked for it. I mean, they banned it too early. It wasn't even time. What the heck?
I know. Do you guys think it's like, I don't know, because technically it's on an extension and it's already not available in app stores. Do you think it's going to like eventually get renewed in some way, or is it going to like go?
I don't think it's going to get renewed.
I don't really know because
I don't know. I feel like if they wanted it like gone, it would have stayed banned. I don't know why it even came back.
I was so confused. Like I remember it literally like popping up like a message on my screen. It was like, TikTok is not available in your area, and I was so confused. And then one morning I literally just opened up my app and it was there. So I don't even know why that happened, but it definitely did.
Yeah. Did you guys see anything about all of the like people who, I don't know, they kind of work through TikTok Shop, or they get like, what do they call, like royalties or something from their content, talking about how like they're pretty much losing their jobs? Like, I don't know. Everybody feels a certain way about that. I don't think it's great if your main source of income is social media, because
Right.
that's not reliable.
Yeah.
But there's YouTubers who have built like a huge empire. So, I mean, it can be a reliable career, but I think it does kind of pose a sort of, I don't know, maybe an economic disadvantage to us to have that, because it brought in so much money to the economy and then it just shuts off. That's very sudden.
No, yeah.
Well, economically, we're already doing so well. So
Right. Yeah, I think that was just crazy.
Yeah, like, and all the people like exposing themselves.
Oh my god.
Like
Stop.
way before, like before it got banned, and it's like, whoa.
It's
that
like,
was
can you
crazy.
imagine how they felt when it literally came back up and their literally all their secrets were exposed?
Yeah, it's like,
yeah, people, well, I don't know. And then it's the whole listen and don't judge thing. I think that's a funny trend in and of itself, because people have been doing that forever. They just have a name for it now. But then, I don't know. I didn't know that people were making like their last confessions, like, before
Oh
the
my
app
gosh.
dies, let me tell y'all what I did. in second
Yeah, because
grade.
I remember, I think there was this one, I think it was like this mukbang girl. She was literally exposing that she would never eat her food. She just throw it in the trash. And then people were like, I don't know if I can trust you anymore, and whatever
I
they
don't
said.
know if I can just, she just
Yeah,
told
I'm
you
like,
you can't
yeah.
trust
Guys,
like you don't know what's real. or
did
what's
you
not.
see Duolingo's face reveal?
Face
Am I
reveal.
tripping?
I did not.
I
actually.
did. Oh my gosh.
Did they post that before it got banned, or?
Yeah, it was right before it got banned, and then like once it came back, he deleted the video, and now it's
So-
everywhere.
Is it like the CEO of Duolingo?
Yeah.
Or like,
Like it's the no.
was
actually,
he
I don't
previously
know.
like
He
faceless
dances.
online? Dance?
It was like the guy in the costume. He literally like removes his head off.
Are we sure
his
this isn't
little
some
thing.
kid just having fun with like
No,
a
it's
Duolingo?
it's
I
verified.
wish.
I
Yeah.
wish too.
That's crazy.
I think it's an interesting part of TikTok where, I don't know, people feel a huge sense of community, even though it's just online, but it encourages them to say things that like you never ever say in person out loud in real life to anybody, not even your mom. But like,
No, people are so comfortable on TikTok. It's kind of scary because why are you putting your personal business on TikTok?
Like TMI, like for
I
your
know.
information, please. Like,
and I feel like it's kind of seeped into other social media platforms where it's almost expected, like especially if you create content, you're just supposed to tell everybody everything. Like, it's weird.
especially like the big, like the people that have like big followings too. Like they expect
Yes.
personal things.
Am I
from
the
them.
only one who thinks it's weird that now Get Ready With Me's, like where they're putting on an outfit, start with the person in their underwear? I think that is
it's a little
so
too much.
strange. Like, and people act like it's super normal. I'm like, you would, why? Like,
No, yeah, people are so
Yeah.
comfortable. It's kind of crazy. But
and then I don't know. I wonder how their families feel about that. Like,
Yeah, I know my mom. She would not appreciate me putting anything on her. To be
Shit,
honest.
my
The
mom
way-
would yell at me. She'll tell me to delete that.
yeah,
Yeah.
the way my phone would be just destroyed. Like, I don't know. I don't necessarily know if it's like, I don't think it's ignorance that makes people do that, but maybe, I don't know. I think that's part of a search for a sense of community, I guess, is like the more vulnerable I am, the more people feel like they can trust me. Unless I'm lying about how much I eat, my own things or whatever.
I feel like honestly, they think like negative attention is like any kind of attention. So like
Yeah,
either
all
way,
publicity is good publicity.
yeah, which
money
is really
talks,
not
all
true. But
that. Yeah.
I think that's what goes to their head, especially when they do like controversial things. Maybe.
Yes. Well, I think a lot of people think that too because it's very popular now to have like controversial faves or problematic, especially problematic white faves. Like, and I don't know. I think because people like encourage that behavior in other like celebrities or whatever,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
then they're like, I'm gonna do that too. I can say anything. Y'all can't hate on me. I'm just a controversial fave of some.
Ash Trevino.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh, I was hoping someone would bring it up.
Does anybody think of her as like their favorite though? Like,
No,
it's kind of
I hope not.
I know. I feel like anybody who idolizes her is actually crazy
You
because
gotta be
she
out of your
is like
mind.
so wild. Like everything that she does is like very insane.
It's like a you love to hate her type of situation.
yeah.
Like there's this one clip of her on a live where one of her kids is like, "Mom, I just threw up," and she's like, "Okay," and she's still dancing to music, and then her kid's all, "Alexa, stop!" Like to have your kid have to like police the room is just insane.
Yeah, like
Where's your
having
motherhood skills?
I
Having
only-
your kid, like,
I only like Ash Trevino because she introduced me to Miss Gold.
Miss Gold.
Oh my God.
I
Is
don't
she
know about
the
y'all,
sprinkle,
but
sprinkle lady, or is that somebody else?
Wait,
Y'all know
isn't
who
she
I'm
the
talking
one?
about?
she auditioned
Wait.
for Baddies, guys.
Which one? East?
No, Africa.
I thought, what was that other one that came out? Was it Caribbean or something?
Caribbean, yeah.
That one was crazy. I can't
Uh-huh.
imagine what Africa would be like.
For real. But I like her music, so. I blocked her though, Ash Trevino. I just be seeing all the
Everybody
like.
should have that woman blocked, actually.
No,
having
for
her
real.
blocked is a red flag.
Why is she even still followed by a lot of people when she had a mass unfollowing?
I know, like the massive.
What?
following
I know.
wasn't
Why
even-
did it last like
even
2
go into-
seconds?
Yeah. Like, go
I
into
think that's
play.
an interesting part of TikTok too, is that like it, again, whether or not it's good or bad publicity, it can majorly like boost you, and TikTok doesn't seem to have any opinion about the content they're boosting.
Yeah.
Terrible mothers, everybody watch it. Like,
No, it's actually so scary. Like how many accounts she has up still.
account, multiple?
Yeah, she has like multiple accounts.
How much content can you make of yourself being a bad parent?
How are all of them going to be subs only?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I actually hate that. Like, I just seen one of her lives, and her daughter literally told her like, can you like unlock the comments for her
Let
live?
the people tell you what they
Yeah.
think of you.
But literally, it was just like telling her that her daughter was pretty and stuff. So
That's it.
I guess that's
crazy.
not
We don't have anything else to say.
right.
Nothing else.
I know.
No further comments.
I saw one where like she was like jealous of her daughter for having
Yeah.
more followers than her or
Oh.
something.
She's like, give me your account. Give me your
Yeah,
account.
like, give me your
Give
account.
me your
It's like,
account. The one time she's taking any like control as a mom. Give me your TikTok account. Like, bro, come on.
yeah.
But I don't know. I'm trying to think of like other like creators that have become more mainstream, whether they're good or bad people, just because of TikTok. Because it makes people famous in a very unique way to other social media apps. I feel like other apps you really have to like work and put in the time. And now you can get famous even if you don't want to, and like even if you just become the next meme, which is so horrible. I feel like there's a form of like social surveillance now that there wasn't before, where like you don't necessarily have to be worried all the time in public if somebody could be filming you or making fun of you, but it's a possibility. Like, tell me, every time you walk and you like trip on the sidewalk, you don't think, I hope somebody didn't post that. Like, 'cause people are so horrible. They'll make fun of you for anything because they want clout. But it's not even their clout. They're not the one tripping.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Yeah, that kind of like bothers me sometimes too, because like you shouldn't be recording people without their consent.
And then I don't know, the whole legal side of that, of like whether or not it's legal to record people without their consent, is so muddled, because then it's like, I don't know. Are there any? I don't think there's actually any laws around that specifically yet. Is there?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, let me ask the real lawyers. But I don't know. It is kind of funny though. Sometimes I think sometimes it could be a good thing, because you catch like Karens and stuff.
Oh yeah. Like I can kind of understand like that, like if you're in like that kind of situation, maybe like with like Karens and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and you want like evidence of it if they do something to you or anyone else, like that's evidence.
And something that can like spread to so many people so quickly,
Yeah,
so
like,
they all see it.
Yeah, like TikTok and just like every other social media app is like, it brings bad awareness and good awareness too. Like,
yeah.
That's kind of the good and bad thing about social media.
Yeah, it's interesting, because like if you expose somebody else for their bad behavior, people actually take that as like, we're angry at this person. But if you expose yourself for your bad behavior, it's like, well, she's just being silly.
Yeah.
Oh, were you
forgot
gonna
what
say
I was
something?
gonna say.
Oh, you're good.
I had it in my brain. Bunkers. Excuse you?
I don't know. I feel like we're getting made fun of back there.
For real. Hello.
Hello.
Knock knock. Anyway.
Speaking of knock knock, actually, I think
Oh no.
I'm gonna make a point out of this. I think TikTok has changed, I don't know, some of the ways that we like interpret and kind of create our own comedy. Even the way people like joke with their friends has changed so much, because the incorporation of new slang every 2 to 3 days, like this whole huzz thing.
Oh
I don't
no.
understand that. I'm gonna need like a Merriam-Webster of the TikTok lingo, because I'm starting to get confused.
I have to use like the Urban Dictionary because I do not
Yes.
understand a lot of the slang that's coming out.
And
now.
then sometimes the definitions on Urban Dictionary are so ridiculous. I'm like, is this person messing with me? Like,
Yeah,
is
it's
this
like,
for real?
Yeah, is this what you actually mean? Like there's no way you actually mean that.
You're not saying.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you're not saying that in like an everyday like.
It's so
context,
scary
right?
because I know people that actually use huzz in like real sentences.
Oh no, for real. Me too.
Well,
I'm like,
People who try to like incorporate the lingo into their everyday vocabulary, and then once they use the word, they're like looking at you for the sign of approval. Like, did I think that was funny or not? No, I didn't think it was funny. I'm gonna laugh because I don't want to be rude, but I didn't think it was funny.
Yeah. It's like there's no way you're using that. Like
Yeah.
it just doesn't make
And
any
then
sense.
I don't know. I feel like the more dumb sounding our slang is, we also just forget about ever trying to speak articulately about anything, because we're just, I don't know, we're so used to using the short little terms that don't make any sense.
They sound discombobulated the way you say
Yes,
it.
it's
Like, never mind.
have you ever
Never
seen
mind.
like like the language Dutch like printed out? It looks like just keyboard smashing. It's just a bunch of letters, and that's what more and more of the slang starts to sound like.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Y'all got anything else to say about TikTok?
It was dumb that it got banned early.
Yeah.
And that's not in the App Store no more. But
Yeah.
did any of you guys like delete it like off
nope,
your phone?
not at all.
I was so close to deleting it off my phone too.
I would
I
never.
was too, honestly.
That is a memory.
Because I kept, I was literally like, I was like, it's not coming back. Like, it's never coming back. And then,
boom.
good thing I didn't delete
12
it.
hours later.
12
Yeah.
hours. We gotta cut our ties. Yeah. I remember when I got banned, my sister, she came into my room huffing and puffing. She was like, look. Like, what? And then I read the little message. I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. Wasn't it supposed to get banned like tomorrow? And she's like, yeah, they banned it early.
No, because it was literally like 8 o'clock at night. I was scrolling on TikTok, and then all of a sudden
Yeah,
it
those
refreshed
are
my
like
page.
the authentic doom scroll hours. People, I feel like most people, like they scroll a lot throughout the day, but once you sit down in your bed at nighttime, you are locked in. No
No,
sleep.
literally.
Like, yeah, like thumb is in the same position, hands in the same position,
Yeah.
and just do not move for a good
Where's
couple
the
hours.
studies about like early on carpal tunnel coming from this? Like, I feel like there's got to be, I don't know, because I feel like most people hold their phone in the same hand every time. But anyways, thank you guys so much for being on my podcast today. That's all the time we have. But see you next time.
Should we wait?
Receivers with the new type of thing. It could
Have a good day, Cole Nation. Thank you for joining us again.
Thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.